Underline is a urban and linear park that exists underneath the existing Metrorail from Brickell at Miami River all the way down to Dadeland, which is connecting Kendall and Pinecrest area. And through the design process, it was a people-led, community-driven process.
The Underline connects many of Miami's diverse neighborhoods. How are you ensuring that local voices, especially in places like Little Havana, are shaping the future of the trail?
And one of our programs that we've been doing for the past several years is called Community Connections. Community Connections is the chance where we actually invite communities outside of the footprint of the Underline, like Little Havana, to come down and experience the Underline. And so we've had several of those over the past couple of years where we've had vendors from Little Havana to come out and actual community members from Little Havana to experience the greatness of the Underline. And we will continue to move forward with those programs to make sure that we're providing our programming for those communities as well. We also have what are called community ambassadors. And those ambassadors are responsible for making sure that all of the activities and programming that we have, as well as project updates for the Underline, is being communicated to those respective communities. And so everybody's aware of the progress of what we're building, but also more importantly, the activities that they can partake in the future.
The Underline is a private, not-for-profit that is working with property that was given to them by the county. Correct? Miami-Dade County.
Correct. And I would say it's a fantastic example of how to have a public-private partnership to actually build a piece of infrastructure that's a benefit for all of the community and our business industries throughout Miami-Dade County. So it's a unique organizational structure, and we truly appreciate all of the support that we received from Miami-Dade County, as well as the City of Miami, City of Coral Gables, as well as South Miami, to work with us to be able to deliver this fantastic project. So you're exactly right. There was a path that was there before called the Impath. This project really established fantastic amenity spaces and gathering spaces throughout the 10-mile corridor. And so we have approximately 20 of those type of amenity areas. And it's everything from a urban gym and a flex gym that's down in Brickell to basketball courts, full court basketball, and
there's pet areas.
We have worked in conjunction with the City of Coral Gables to actually build a dog park in Coral Gables. We're excited about that, and hopefully that'll be opening up soon. We also have a large food market and eatery space in Coconut Grove. It's 150,000 square foot outdoor space that we're going to turn into not only a community space, but also have food trucks and other food and beverage purveyors come out and occupy that space. We have 2 bocce ball courts in that space as well.
With so many communities living near the Underline, how is your team making sure that this public space serves all residents equally, regardless of income or background?
Again, this is the heart of what we do. We are truly a community-based project, and our goal is to make sure that we not only have passionate people that work for us, but we have passionate people that are very much interested in the benefit that the Underline brings to their respective communities. And so, again, from this very beginning, we've had community members that have been a part of the Underline as we've designed all these great spaces and identified the best programming moving forward.
How long has the Underline existed? Well, from when it first started as a concept?
Yeah, it's close to 12 years, where the founder, Meg Daly, came up with this idea.
Who?
Meg Daly.
Okay.
Meg Daly. She was the individual who identified the opportunity of how to reuse the space underneath the Metrorail. And so the idea started there, and working with the county through numerous administrations, as well as the planning engineering staff, came up with this fantastic concept that moved forward with design and construction, and we're able to get the project funded. A project of this size usually takes decades to be able to identify the proper funding source and actually deliver. And we were fortunate to not only have commitment from Miami-Dade County, and the surrounding municipalities that I mentioned before, but also the federal government, the U.S. Department of Transportation helped to fund this project through a pretty significantly sized grant. And so, and this is on top of all of the private fundraising that's occurred to date, where we've raised over $20 million worth of funds since the inception of the Underline concept. And so, fast forward now, we have 2.5 miles open. We will have approximately 5 miles open by the end of this summer, early fall of 2025, and we will be complete with all 10 miles by the fall of 2026.
Calle Ocho and surrounding areas are rich in cultural heritage. Are there any upcoming art, music, or cultural partnerships planned along the trail that celebrate Latino or Caribbean identities?
Yeah, absolutely. We are very much interested in ensuring that we are coordinating with the communities along Little Havana, along Calle Ocho, and the like, not only with our programming, but also around art and cultural activities. And so we currently have 9 art installations along the Underline. We plan to have 24 art installations altogether. And in terms of identifying Latin or Caribbean artists, we currently have a few of those artists that actually have artwork on the Underline. We have other Miami-based artists as well. We have a sculpture garden that was installed by Typo, which is by the Metrorail station as well. And you will hear more about our overall art master plan that we have and the next steps in terms of implementing art along the entire Underline. We often do call for artists where we are looking at inspiring and trying to engage local artists to be able to submit some great artwork that we go through a whole process to identify the best of the best pieces of art to be able to be installed along the Underline. And so that's everything from sculpture to murals that we have throughout the entire 10-mile corridor to decorative art benches as well, where we have an art bench that actually has been installed in our Hammock Playground. And we have other art benches that we are moving forward with in different areas within the Underline that will engage our local artists. Part of what we are very much interested in is making sure that people understand that the Underline is a cultural hub for not only art, but also entertainment and other programming as well.
Awesome. Sustainability is a big theme in the Underline's mission. What role will the Underline play in improving Miami's resilience to climate change, especially in underserved communities?
One of the major benefits of the Underline is that it's a mobility corridor, but also it serves as the best designed piece of green infrastructure here in Miami-Dade County. It's a 10-mile bioswale, essentially. And bioswale, simply put, is a technical way to design infrastructure to be able to capture water and help the management of stormwater, so you reduce the instances of flooding. And so the Underline serves as that because we have over 500,000 native plants and trees within the 10-mile space. And the drainage is designed as such where water gets captured in these specific areas. It cleans the water, helps filter the water, and then by doing so, it allows water to be cleaned before it goes into the aquifer. So that's all about resiliency and sustainability and using the best in engineering.
Many residents still rely on cars. How is the Underline improving bike and pedestrian safety for people commuting to work, school, or transit stations?
So since the Underline is underneath the existing Metrorail system and it's been redeveloped where it's lit, it's an attractive place to go, what we are seeing is that it ends up creating more opportunities for people to actually use transit. And so if you have a safe place to walk, a safe place to bike, those are the ways that you get people to actually go onto the transit system, and it increases ridership. We recently did a quick analysis to understand what the impact has been ever since the Underline has been constructed for these 2.5 miles. And what we've seen is approximately a 2.6% increase in the number of riders that are occupying the Underline to actually go and take transit. We're going to continue to evaluate that and see what that impact is, but that's why communities like Miami-Dade and other communities are deciding to really invest into bike, pedestrian, and trails that are connected to transit, because it has a direct correlation in the increase in transit ridership, which benefits the entire region and allows another option for people to be able to get around outside of using their car.